So let's get into this medical bag. This is one of my most favorite bags that I've made just because it's the most like realistic. Honestly, I know a lot of this emergency preparedness stuff is kind of impractical. I just think it's really cool. But this is really a practical kit because you could use it if you're in a car accident. You could use it if you just had like a scrape or something. It hits a lot of ranges. It has medications in it for like if you're just not feeling good. And if you kept this in your car, it hits a ton of stuff like headaches to scrapes to serious wounds to broken bones to sprains. So you guys check this out. First thing is that it has a little red patch right here. That just indicates that it's medical. I like this pouch because you can molly this to you or to something, and if it's stationary, all you do is pull on this and it lets the pack open quickly. So what's in here, the kind of estimated cost of this is I think about $200, and the first thing you have access to is this SAM splint. If you guys haven't seen these, it's basically a piece of rubber that has some aluminum or thin steel in there, and when you bend it, it's like a tape measure. It gets really stiff, and you can use it for basically stiffening like a sprain or even a break in a bad scenario. And if you notice, everything in this pouch is super easy to get to. So another one, right here you have a Israeli bandage. These are really cool because they have a little plastic piece in there that basically lets you put the bandage under compression really easy. Right here we have a cat tourniquet. I think this is a Gen 7. These are really expensive, but I was talking to somebody about it and they made a good point, is that you really don't want to skimp out on things like this, because if for some weird reason you had to use a tourniquet, $40 is not really going to be significant because bleeding out is obviously life-threatening. Over here you kind of have some like less serious wounds and things. You've just got some tape right here, some rubber gloves. We've got a gauze, just normal gauze right here, and then 2 packs of quick clot for obvious reasons, just to help with clotting. My wife's a nurse and I talked to her and she said this is actually probably one of the last things you want to use. You really want to try and control the bleeding using other methods before you have to resort to some clotting. Then we'll go into this little pouch in just a moment. Back here you have more gauze just for soaking up blood, obviously, and then another gauze. And then in the very back, I went on Amazon and found like these suture kits that medical professionals use for getting trained on sewing and stuff like that, and they're sterile and it has several different sizes of sutures, so that's really useful. Then you've got your tools for the sutures, so your scissors, your little pinchers or tweezers, and then some locking little pliers. I can't remember what they're called. Then right here you have some steri strips. Again, I talked to my wife about this one, and these are actually what they use in the hospital. So it's just some 3M steri strips, probably like 10 of those. So over here in this little bag, it's actually detachable. This is something great to carry if you're traveling a lot. You could put this in your bag to take on a plane. So this one's specifically tailored to my dad because he has like some allergy problems sometimes. So I've got a decent amount of Zyrtec in there for him. We've got some Neosporin, some cortisone 10 for itching. So you guys can see this is not like a battlefield kit. It's literally like just to help out with any kind of medical thing that may be going on. Some Visine for your eyes, Imodium to keep crap in. We got some X-Lax to get crap out. Some Tylenol for headaches and pain reduction. And then right here's some Benadryl for like itching, and I think this actually will help with like allergic reactions. And then we have just lots of like alcohol pads and band-aids for like ouchie boo-boo stuff if you just need to clean it up. And then another thing of Imodium. I know this is like an excessive amount of Imodium, but my thoughts was if you were in the woods and you got dysentery, as kind of an extreme measure to keep yourself from dehydrating, you'd use the Imodium. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Medical kits are not always the most exciting, but at the end of the day, let's be honest, you're not gonna use like a fixed blade knife in everyday life, but the chance of like a little kid falling and scraping their knee, or you need Zyrtec or Tylenol or something like that. It's pretty realistic. So I appreciate you guys. If you like this video, subscribe. I have lots of different kinds of videos, but if you like these little survival kits, check out my other videos, and I appreciate you guys. See you in the next one.